further ado, it's time to, it's either, I can never remember, pop the cork or flush the toilet. Which is it?
It's both. It's both.
And that must mean it's GizFiz time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's GizFiz PM.
You're out of order here. Theme first, then the flush.
Welcome to GizFiz.
I'm sorry. I thought that wasn't in use. I apologize.
No, that's okay. There we go. There we go.
Let's just roll the damn theme.
Yeah. Timing.
Ready, Dick?
What's the secret of
yeah.
comedy?
Timing.
Thank you. That's something that didn't work right.
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Wiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Wiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Welcome to GizFiz PM. Wow. Almost. We're getting there. Well, this is only show. Beatmaster, what show number is this? He will find that. Now, you tell me that we have a chat room celebrity of the week. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. Should I do George Davis's questions?
Yeah, we'll just be a few minutes here. So, yeah.
Okay. While you set up, we'll get, let me find George Davis's sheet. Hang on.
It's still a little loud in the studio, so we'll wait for it to...
Oh, okay. Very good.
That'll be about 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. So George Davis has sent in, hello, Pac NW. Hello, Becky. George Davis has sent in electric car, true or false? Electric car, true or false? Starting with the amount of moving parts in an electric car on average is 20 or less. Low maintenance costs to the owner during ownership. The amount of moving parts in an electric car on average is 20 parts or less. And that means low maintenance costs to the owner during ownership. Beatman, oh my gosh, this is show 208. I'm looking at the chat room. False. A lot. It's going toward false. 20 sounds awfully little. Beef Team says the radio alone is 35. False. Matron says, does that include the hamster? Yay. Oh, Radio Rod says, yay, GizFiz, yay. True, that does not include the pedals. False. Yeah, 20 parts to me sounds very little. I'm going to go with false. Alex, you have an answer to this question? Or are you...
Sorry, what was the question?
Twisting dials. The amount of moving parts in an electric car on the average is 20 parts or less. True or false?
False.
Okay, I can hear Kara too.
Yeah, we say false.
Okay, false. Okay, and the chat room seems to say false too. I am feeling 80% better, Kentucky Sean. Thank you. Amount of moving parts in an electric car on the average is 20 or less. And the answer is true. 20 or less compared to gas cars that have up to 2,000 moving parts. Okay. Bob K is saying woot woot, so I assume he said true. The GizWiz told you it was true. All right. Question 2. The world's fastest accelerating electric car can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1.5 seconds. The world's fastest accelerating electric car goes from 0 to 60 miles an hour in a little over 1.5 seconds. Yeah, I think that's true. Didn't Leo go like 0 to 60 in his car like in a couple seconds? And accelerating is even faster. Now, see, now the whole chat room is in on true with this, except Cerebral, who says false. Conky is still counting parts. Conky's saying, well, wait, we got the door hinges, we got the pedals, we got the glove compartment latch. False, the tires would burn up, says Chi-Town Deke. Well, now, everybody's going false. I'm still going with true. Alex, what do you say? World's fastest accelerating electric car goes 0 to 60 in a little over 1.5 seconds.
I cannot answer. We have video evidence here.
Oh, we have video evidence. Okay, Kara, what is your answer before the video?
Look at the video. I was going to say false.
She's going to say false. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now comes the video proof. True or false?
This is from George Davis.
George Davis. Thank you, George. Oh, they're going to pull it with a string, it looks like. Oh, wait, it just went 10 feet? Oh, so this, all right. And now are they counting? Is someone going to come out and give us a definitive? They're winding it up again, it sounds like. Oh, they're replacing 100 AA batteries. Oh, now we're getting inside view. Yeah, the problem is it takes 19 seconds to stop. From 0 to 100 kilometers, is that 60 miles an hour? I guess it's Web 2020. Web 2020 says, that's proof, please. Yeah, we're counting that as proof. See, I told you the tires would burn up. All right, do not try that.
Oh,
Go ahead.
We have our celebrity of the week ready. If you want, I don't know if you want to finish the questions or.
Oh no! Do we want to do it so he can leave? Or he can leave right away, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Kara says yes.
Kara's suddenly the producing and directing.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet this week's chat room celebrity of the week. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Alex, and now I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at because I've been lied to by production staff.
Alex, it doesn't matter. This is radio.
Oh, dear heavens. In that case-
Well, Alex, that is your applause.
Thank you, sir.
And it has nothing to do with this little box here. That was genuine applause.
I appreciate that. I like the real stuff, the real deal. No
This
false-
the real stuff. There are 8 million people in New York. Let's hear it from 8 million people.
That sounds more like 14 and a cow, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, Alex. We have a certain number of questions we ask everybody.
Okay.
And then, were you ever a fan of Mad Magazine?
Yes, a little bit. I think we had some issues back in middle school on the rack, and I would read it here and there, but I think it was too inappropriate for me to actually take home. I grew up in a very religious household, so I didn't quite get the at-home experience.
Okay, well, one of the prizes you get is, since I've been in the last 490 issues of Mad, you will get an autographed copy of Mad Magazine.
Oh, heavens.
And a 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman picture that has not been reproduced in 35 years since William M. Gaines, the founder, has passed on. Okay, so we'll start with your occupation. I just watched the show.
Oh, heavens, I'm sorry.
I know you're a Czechy person. You also co-host the show on Twit?
No, I'm just kind of a roving stand-in. Whenever someone cancels, they kind of call me up and bring me on.
Oh, okay. So you live upstairs, basically? Or?
It's kind of Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter, but the nerd version, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, so you're a contributor, as I am a contributor. And how did you find out about Twit and/or Leo? Is one of our standard questions.
Oh, heavens. I mean, I knew about Tech TV back in the day. I fell in love with podcasts back when Dignation was still coming up. I used to watch Cranky Geeks with Dvorak. And I knew about Twit. It was a big deal. Still is in tech. I live in San Francisco myself. And so when I first got the invite, I was kind of scared that I was going to come along and make a big ham out of things. But they keep having me on. So I've gotten to know Leo pretty well and a bunch of the crew. Alex is okay on staff. He's kind of a B-. Kara's more of an A-. But, you know, you rub along.
I'm an F and you know it.
True.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the tech and media world, to be serious for a second, is actually pretty small. And so you get to know other journalists, other writers, other people that work in video and so forth. It's not that many people here, and so it's not hard to get to know most of them.
Oh, good. Okay, very good. And do they speak well of you off camera? Do you have any idea? Because I have backstage knowledge.
Oh, heavens. Well, I wouldn't want to speak for them speaking about me behind my back, so I'll go ahead and say, I hope so. But couldn't say more than that.
Okay, no, that's very close to what it really is like. So
Now you're scaring me. Now I'm like, I want to go see the actual tape now.
yeah, no, that's okay. The actual tape will cost you plenty. Okay, so married or single?
Currently single, yes, sir.
Currently single. Okay, and then the chat room always wants to know pets. Do you have pets?
I have owned pets in my life. I've owned hamsters and dogs. I used to raise animals for 4-H. Currently, I don't. But the moment I get more apartment square footage, I will be getting a dog. But I live in SF, so I have about 4 square feet right now. It wouldn't be fair to the dog. So soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That was going to be my next question. As a native New Yorker who lives in a 2.5-room apartment, I always,
sir.
when people say, I have a home, and I go, now, when you say you have a home, does that mean you could walk around it? I mean, is there actual footage?
Yeah. If you go to my apartment, I live in a neighborhood called Lower Pacific Heights, which sounds cool, but it's the bad version of the cool neighborhood. I have half a fire escape that I can smoke on, and that's my entire real estate outside of my apartment. So not really dog friendly to date. But hopefully the economy falls apart, and then I'll get more square footage. But until then, no.
Okay. Yeah, I always tell Leo, we talk about smart home, and I say, Leo, smart home, I can reach anything in my apartment from my bed. I don't turn the light on in the kitchen. I can do that.
But when you can
turn the TV.
Right, but when you can shower, cook, and sleep all at the same time, that's efficiency, not a negative. That's the future.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to turn it over to the chat. A couple more questions.
Yes,
Your
sir.
favorite gadget of all time? It could be something you use now, or you can answer with 2 ways. A gadget you fell in love with years ago and was amazed by, and something you love now, or you can actually do anything you want and make that into a question and answer it.
I think I'll just go for the most basic way of answering the question, which was my favorite gadget I've personally owned was a Palm 3C, which was, if I recall properly, the very first color Palm Pilot they made. And my friends only had the black and white Palm Pilot, so I thought it was super cool. And it really got me in love with other forms of computing. And now moving backwards in time, if you look at the UMPC revolution, the pre-tablets back into the iPad and so forth to today, you can really trace it all back to Palm Pilots, I think, from the consumer side. So having been a part of that user experience back when I was 13, 14 was just awesome. And it was my computer. The other computers in the house were family computers, my parents' computers. That one was mine, and it was super cool. And so I think that in many ways, because I loved that little Palm Pilot so much, it really got me more hooked on tech than I had been before. That's probably why I'm here today. So.
No, okay, great. Yeah, we do a thing on. I do a show called the Giz Wiz, and part of it is Dick's Gadget Warehouse, and there are a lot of gadgets, and the Palm Pilot 3 is one of them that people send in videos about my Gadget Warehouse, and that is one of the gadgets that always brings up a lot of memories in the chat room.
Yeah,
and it's always one of those gadgets that even if it doesn't work, for some reason you cannot throw it away.
I wish I still had mine. I mean, that and my old Dell.
So the first person who's in love with it, and what'd you do? Throw it away?
No, I think I think it may be back in my parents' house in Oregon. But I mean, I had that in one of the Dell Pocket PCs that ran like, what was it called? Windows CE. It had a little start bar.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, talk about going back in time. Back when Microsoft had a mobile strategy. Ha ha ha. I just miss it, man. I miss back when computing was so simple that I could run a little game and it would absorb all of my attention. Now I feel like I'm like on Twitter with one hand, game in another one, different music, stuff going on TVs, and I'm still vaguely bored. Back then it was just maybe I was just younger. But at that time, that was so much more than enough for me to really enjoy computing experience.
It could be. Although someone just emailed me, I think it was Alex. He said they found your Palm 3. It was in the makeup room.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah. So you're not that
by
connected.
the way,
you're not as connected as you thought.
I really could have used some makeup today, given the lighting. So I really wish they would tell me where the powder room is, because I would love to just look how shiny I am. I'm like reflecting right now in this light.
Yeah. No. I haven't been to the new place, but in the old place, the makeup room was also the kitchen.
Oh, is it like a powdered donut experience for your?
Yes, that's it. I was saying to this woman, I was saying she was getting the shine off my head. Do I need a lot? And I said, Ted looks just like a powdered donut. And she said, well, what do you think we use here?
Yeah,
Real powder?
and then the interns will lick your head for free when you're done. It's terrifying. Really.
Yes,
But that's how they feed them in kind. It's a weird form of compensation. I'm not really a fan.
It is, but it works. You know, it works.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so chat room. We're going to turn it over to the chat room, Alex, and you can answer like any 3 questions that go by.
All right. Has Alex ever eaten a Swanson's TV dinner? I've eaten more frozen food than I care to admit, because if you come home late at, say, 2 a.m., only the bodega is open. So that's kind of what happens to you. Okay, what 4-H projects did you work on? So I raised sheep. We mostly did that given we didn't have that much space where I grew up. My brother did pigs or hogs one year, and people in our club did steer, but I always did sheep. I wanted to do goats. Parents wouldn't let me. Do you think that eventually, as it were, you will have to go full Picard with your hair? That would make you look totally badass. Yeah, so I'm going like baldish back here and like here. I don't try to like cover it up. I just shave it. This is pretty long for me. I just kind of just shave it like once a month or so. Yeah, I'm definitely going to eventually be totally bald, and I'm cool with it. Some people really worry about it. I decided to just throw up one particular finger on each hand and not care. So if you don't like me because I have less hair, that's cool. I probably don't want to hang out with you anyways.
You can grow a mustache like I did. Well, you know, I was always so guilty about losing hair, and then I thought, I have a stash. I can grow hair, just not exactly where I want.
I think you look fantastic. It definitely pulls the whole look together. You know?
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. You know, Beatmaster, who's like the backbone of this show, has a question, so we're going to throw it in because we have to do everything we can for this man. He says, Alex, what's the craziest story you ever covered?
Oh, craziest story I ever covered. Oh.
Does he know something, or maybe he's just asking?
This is a little bit internal, so I'm gonna have to. It's a couple years back. There was a guy who was the CEO of a company called Gravity 9 or something. He was under trial for abusing his spouse, and it looked like he was going to get away with it on some legal technicality, I think. And we had a show back at TechCrunch called Crunch Week, and we talked about the biggest news of the week. And I went on the show. We trashed the guy. I really kind of went a bit overboard, actually, because I thought he was a horrible human that shouldn't be the CEO of a company in Silicon Valley because of his domestic abuse. And it turned out that after the show, that company was a sponsor of our upcoming conference that I had just destroyed. And so they got removed from sponsorship and so forth. But it was one of those moments in which I got to work for a media company that had a real heart and soul to it. And so when we discovered that one of our sponsors was ethically compromised, we fixed it. And so that's a story that you wouldn't really see ever play out in like the media, but it kind of happens behind the scenes. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into how this stuff works behind the clicks.
Oh, great. Okay, great. All right, so take one more question, and then we'll let you.
Everyone's talking about my hair. And no, I do not milk llamas. Pets, we already did that one. Okay, I'll X-Tomb. This one's for you, man. So I can't do the Wilhelm scream, but if I could, I would have been way more fun at college parties.
Okay. Was that the question you picked for your?
I'll go one more if you want to pick one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have time. Well, I want to get you out of there because I know you have.
Oh no,
drive.
I'm not in a rush. I'm feeling great. I got.
Oh, okay, good. Well then, do a few more then.
All right. What is your favorite singer or music band? I'll take that as favorite musician or artist. That's super hard. I would probably have to say Tech 9, Metallica, Yellow Wolf, Slayer, Slipknot, Miles Davis, Coltrane, whole sections of Bach and Beethoven. Throw in there some Dvorak. I don't know, man. Shostakovich is fantastic. There's so much to music that really makes my day better. I couldn't probably narrow it down because it's very much mood dependent. But I grew up playing trumpet, both classical and jazz. So my musical foundations are much more rooted in, I guess, bluesy rock. But once you discover heavy music as a kid, it's hard to let it go. That's why we had Slayer on earlier today. Linux, Apple, or Windows? I bounce between Apple at work and Windows at home. OS 10 and Windows 10. I know the Windows 10 guys pretty well, Terry Myerson and those guys, and I think they're doing a good job. They've done a lot of work from 8.1 to get it over the hump from being a project to a usable OS, and I think they deserve plaudits for that. I'm also a little bummed out that OS 10 isn't seen as much evolution as it may have in terms of actual real functionality changes, but it works. I use Chrome on both, so I'm not too careful. Talk about Tesla as a whole. You know what, Tesla, I feel like the whole Elon Musk enterprises are what Silicon Valley should be, but rarely is. I think when we think about like Silicon Valley and tech innovation, we all have Elon Musk kind of in our vision. That's what we kind of imagine. But mostly it's guys and gals making apps, right? It's not that impressive. But he's going to send people to Mars with SpaceX, does commercial satellite launches now, and with Tesla, he has built out a consumer-friendly electronic car brand that none of the incumbent players could even get close to in the time that he did it. And people keep saying, oh, he's over-promising, under-delivering. They're going to deliver 50,000 cars this half the year, and that's super impressive. So I never want to bet against Elon because I'll probably lose. Overhyped some weird accounting issues with Tesla and how they report revenue, but you know what? I can't knock it, and I'm not smart enough to really come against that throne. So
have you been out in Leo's car?
I have not been in Leo's Tesla, but I've been in Teslas before, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I want to be in a car with Leo driving. You
don't want to be in a car with Leo driving.
I think that would cause my hair to fall off even faster. That'd be kind of one of those like, insta-bald.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right, you pick one more, and then we'll go.
Okay. So chat room. Let's
Creamy corn cob. You have been doing great, man. That's hilarious. He's actually been really nice to me. I quit drinking about 6 months ago, and he's been making comments that are nice about that. I appreciate it.
Our chat room is really inventive with everything they say and do.
I love it.
Come on, chat room. One more dynamite question for Alex, and then we can send him. Oh, okay. Here you go. That Beatmaster has another question.
All right.
The person to interview that's on your bucket list.
Oh, man, that's a brilliant question because a lot of people that
just set up a time and we'll do it. I'm sorry. You have a different answer.
I mean, I thought we were just going to turn the microphone around after this and I was going to interview you. Just save a lot of time.
No, go ahead. The person you really want to interview.
Yeah, but the context for this is a lot of people that are super famous wouldn't make good interviews because they're not interesting people by themselves. And so you don't want to pick a celebrity that you find interesting because they may be very dull. But the American that I'm most impressed with right now and I've become increasingly enamored with over the last 8 years is the President Obama. I think as an intellectual leader, he's been fantastic and has really brought gravitas back to the office. And he's also a killer interview. He's so interesting and has such a different perspective and take on things. So if I really could pick anyone, I would probably not pick the president because I'd be too scared to mess it up, but I would shoot for him. That would be my goal. I would love to get an hour of time with him to really just pick his brain. I think I would leave a much smarter person, and hopefully the audience would too.
Well, it's Mr. Obama. He just happens to be in the chat room.
Is he in the back? Okay, cool. Yeah. Have him come out. Like, having a wave would be huge for my career.
He said after the election because things are very busy right now. But he said leave your phone number.
Tell him to stop at the drones. It's messing up GoPro's share price.
Okay. Alex, this was really great. You were great on the show. You were tremendous on this show. This will probably lead to many other shows in your career.
I like talking. So
yeah, good, very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being chat room celebrity
of the week.
Of the week, yeah. I think it was more applause than last time, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was more meaningful this time.
Is that the echo effect in your headphones, or is that the actual reverberation of real praise? I can't quite.
It's real praise.
Okay.
It's real praise.
Well, in that case. Anyways, I'll see y'all in about a week and a half when I'm on Twit.
Okay, very good. And Alex will give you my email, and I will get you those. Get your copy of
I'll
mail.
link up with other Alex.
If you have a great memory, and I'm sure you do. GizFiz
That's easy
at
enough.
AOL.com.
Hey guys, I found it. The last AOL user.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. That was great. That was super. Alex, thanks for arranging that.
Sure.
All right, we're going to go back and finish up George Davis's car, true or false. Bum, 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 bum. Electric taxis outnumbered gas-powered taxis in New York City in the early 1990s. What? Electric taxis outnumbered gas-powered vehicles in New York City in the early 1990s. In the early 1900s. I'm sorry, I was going to say in the 1990s. What are they kidding? Make it in the 1900s. Electric taxis outnumbered gas-powered vehicles in New York City in the early 1900s. I still think it's impossible. You have a thought? No? Okay. Alex, electric taxis outnumbered gas-powered vehicles in New York City in the early 1900s. Sure.
False.
False. Me too. Oh, it's going to be a photo. I'll tell you to show the photo. Maybe the photo will give us the answer. But I also have the answer here on paper. Oh, the chat room is saying true, true, true. True for the 1900s. New York City taxis were once primarily electric. But, primarily electric. This question, I think it should have been outnumbered gas-powered taxis, right? And not gas-powered vehicles. Because it sounds like there were more electric taxis than there were. Well, in the 1900s, maybe there is. All right, New York electric cabs of the 19th century. What is the rest of that? Failed. I just lost the rest of that picture. Okay, so the answer was true. The amount of cells that are used in Tesla Model S battery packs is lithium-ion. The number of lithium-ion cells used in the Tesla Model S battery pack is 4,850. The number of lithium-ion cells used in the Tesla Model S battery packs is 4,850. 3,200. Bobka, or Bob CA, says, yes, 4850, yes. User 6910 says they are recycled Panasonic batteries. Stooge says it's true and you can't take it on an airplane. Cappy Cat says there are more hamsters than that. 4851. User 1274, it's 5,000 AAAs. Let me look at the answer. Oh, another photo answer. Alex, lithium-ion cells used in Tesla Model S battery packs. There are 450 cells in the Tesla. Oh my gosh. I thought they were going to be like big battery pack cells. So, and that's what it looks like. So then if you do run out of power, you could slip in like 50D batteries and maybe go a couple more blocks. 4,850. Conky, it's 4,850. Did George count them one by one? Oh, Eric Duckman says those are the 18650s. And they are the same batteries used in laptops. Of course, not in those numbers. Okay, final question. Of many reasons to own a small electric car, there are two that are at the top. They are the cheapest to operate, and they are easier to park. True or false? Of the many reasons to own an electric car, the two top reasons are cheaper cost of operation and that they're easier to park. True or false? Now, Eric Duckman makes an interesting point. There's more torque in an electric car. Conky says parking's the same. Stuart says another good reason is they can be converted to mow lawns as well. False, false. I think it's false too. False. They can be used to make popcorn. True, if you can find a free charging station. No, false. The number one reason is to show off. Pack NW says false. Cleaner for the environment is one of the reasons. Okay, I'll read it again because I don't think this is true either. Of the many reasons to own a small electric car, the two at the top are cheaper cost of operation and easier to park. And George says the answer is true. Okay. I don't see that happening. All right. And then George ends by saying, I hope everybody had fun at their Halloween parties.
Oh, yes.
Dennis,
George had sent a photo of his costume.
Oh my god.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, my word. Holy cow. It looks like, you sure this isn't the shot of him after he cleaned his fireplace? Dennis, I, and Charlie went to the Boat Basin Cafe Canine Halloween party on Halloween. It was great fun. It was the final day of the cafe. It's closed now. And so they had every drink was just $4, and they had hush puppies and lots of finger food that they were giving away, and they had people giving away doggy snacks. So Charlie had a heck of a time down there. So we all had a good time. George Davis, thank you very much. The cafe has closed for the winter, not for the cafe is mostly outdoors. And actually, I guess the cafe basically is sort of all outdoors, right? There's a domed brick area, but there's really no way to heat it well. They do have some of those propane heaters that they drag next to tables if it gets really cold. But once November hits in New York City, there's no way to heat it. It'll be open again they start working on it in April, and it usually opens up toward the end of April. Yes, Becky, you would have had fun. All right, we're going to play some match game. Dennis is going to join in. You can write on that. And hey, you need a pen? Okay. Dumb Donald the soldier was so dumb, he jammed it by trying to fire blank shells. Dumb Donald the soldier was so dumb, he jammed his gun trying to fire blank shells. Let's see. Pastry shells. Oh, that's good. Walnut, bubble gum, egg is excellent. Oh, macaroni shells. Peanut shells, clam shells. You know what? I don't think anybody matched me. Oh, now we have, okay, clam. Okay.
Can you repeat it one more time for Kara?
Sure. Dumb Donald the soldier was so dumb, he jammed his gun trying to fire blank shells. Okay. Everybody have an answer? All right. Dennis says trying to fire clam shells. Okay, very good. You matched several people in the chat room. My answer was seashells. Okay, Alex, you said he jammed his gun trying to fire, pistachio shells. Oh, Kara, we matched.
Yay!
Yay. Pasta shells, corn shells. All right, very good. All right, let's see how this works. Did you hear about the nearsighted balloon vendor? He accidentally filled Selma's blank with helium. Did you hear about the nearsighted balloon vendor? He accidentally filled Selma's blank with helium. Okay, let me see. Glasses, ear, bra, car, mouth, tires, daughter, bloomers, implants, life vest. Oh my gosh. You know what? No one matched me again. Oh my God. All right, did you hear about the nearsighted balloon vendor? He accidentally filled Selma's blank with helium. Dennis, bra, you matched several people in the chat room. I went back to my camera that with the swivel on it. My answer was hat, and no one matched hat. Alex, you said accidentally filled. Oh, that's funny. Filled Selma's husband with helium, and dog, said Kara. Okay. Okay. Dumb Dora said to her husband, I don't know how to make fish cakes. So for dinner, we're having spaghetti and blank cakes. Dumb Dora said to her husband, I don't know how to make fish cakes. So for supper, we're having spaghetti and blank cakes. Oh, no, I have an idea I'm not going to match again. You see. Oh, sponge is good. Urinal cakes, beef cakes, meat cakes, birthday cakes, potato cakes, patty cakes. That's funny. Wait a minute. Who wrote fish cakes? Dumb Dora said to her husband, I don't know how to make fish cakes. So for supper, we're having spaghetti and, Dennis said, spaghetti and cupcakes is very good. I said crumb cakes. And being also the judge, we're going to match that with coffee cakes. Alex, you said we're having spaghetti and meat cakes. Okay. And Kara? Oh, and hot cakes. Hot cakes is very good. Very good. All right, let's see. 10 to 9. We'll do one more match game, and then we'll play a little logo.
Is that a New York thing?
What's that?
Spaghetti and fish cakes?
Oh, that's interesting. Dennis was wondering, everybody know of spaghetti and fish cakes, or was that a local New York thing? My mother made it. You had it, Alex?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, never heard of it. Kara, you ever hear of?
I don't know what that is.
What's a fish cake? Oh my God, never heard. All right. I guess it's a very local, it's a New York City thing. I have, says Xtomb, but Xtomb lives upstairs. I just made it up. Spaghetti and fish cakes is weird. No. It was, I guess it was a New York thing. It was like cod. What? Yeah. It was like cod.
It was Friday night dinner.
Exactly. It was fried. It was like a fried fish cake, and my mother put it over pasta. I don't know what part of Italy. She came from the McDonald's part of Italy. Okay. Fish cakes are like fish sticks, but square. Thank you. Friday. Yes, you're right. Every Friday was some kind of fish dish for my family. But my favorite thing in the whole world, my mother made tuna steaks in a vinaigrette kind of sauce that she cooked up in the frying pan. That was really great. Okay. The Solid Pixel says, we had fish cakes in North Carolina, but we never had them with spaghetti. Oh, okay. But it sounds good. All right, very good. Oh, maybe they're talking about the tuna. A lot of people say we all had fish cakes, but not with spaghetti. And Knox Harrington says, tuna steaks are awesome. Alex, can you go to that Logan 5 website, electric car that uses double A batteries?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
Okay, he's going to nail that down. And while he's doing that, no, I think my mother might have made the fish cakes. My mother wasn't big in frozen stuff. Oh, my God. Now, there's a non-Italian family. Dennis had fish cakes and Franco-American spaghetti. Oh, my God.
Can you send that link one more time in the chat room?
Yeah. Logan 5, can you send Alex that link again for the electric car using AA batteries? All right, you know what? We're going to switch over to logo because the top logo card I have is this. Dun, 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 dun.
And I have the video. Do you want that now?
Oh, okay. Let's watch the video. Logan 5 suggests this electric car.
Isn't it amazing how much of our world is powered by something so small? There are a million uses for these little wonders. Well, make that 1,000,001. Introducing the Mercedes AA Class, the first fully electric luxury sedan powered entirely by AA batteries. No more plugs. No more charging stations, just 9,648 AA batteries. Zero emissions, lifetime drivetrain warranty, and a top speed of 52 miles per hour. Everything you've come to expect from Mercedes. Onboard satellite navigation, Bose stereo system, and ample trunk space to store extra batteries. And it is the only luxury sedan to receive the prestigious AA Plus grade from Batteries Magazine. The Mercedes AA also ranks best in class in safety, thanks to standard curtain airbags. A touchscreen in the center console keeps you constantly informed of each battery's power level. You'll know a battery's dying before it's dead.
In 3 miles, replace battery 67, 986, please replace.
You can replace them individually or all at once with the ribbon release auto dump feature.
This is really great.
The Mercedes AA Class luxury sedan. Batteries not included.
Oh, that's very funny. That is great. That is very, very funny. All right. We're going to do probably just one logo and then get Charlie. Okay. Recite the. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, we'll ask you because you had SpaghettiOs. Recite the famous two-word SpaghettiOs jingle popularized in commercials by pop singer Jimmy Rogers. All right, chat room, who can do that? There you go. SpaghettiOs. Very good, chat room. Complete the SpaghettiOs slogan. The neat round spaghetti you can eat blank. All right, let's see what the chat room says. Finish this slogan of the SpaghettiOs slogan. It's the neat round spaghetti you can eat blank. In the box, from the can, with a spoon, with your mom, raw with a hammer, in the box. It didn't come in a box. In the nude with a shovel, straight from the can, with a spoon, without opening your mouth. Cold out of the can. Did you ever eat it cold out of the can?
No, we used to eat Franco-American spaghetti, not SpaghettiOs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. It is indeed with a spoon.
And Dick, I believe we have a sponsor break. We gotta.
Oh, we have a sponsor. Oh, we haven't had a sponsor today. This is
when lunches struggled to survive the great spaghetti jungle. But then Franco-American invented the Spaghetti Eater Survival Kit.
The neat round spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. Oh, SpaghettiOs.
The greatest invention since the napkin.
Fry Franco-American SpaghettiOs in tomato and cheese sauce, or with 18 tasty little meatballs, or with sliced franks.
Franco-American. Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Now you're talking Italian. SpaghettiOs with franks. What part of Italy was that? Sabret's part of Italy. What do cowboys, spacemen, and baseball have to do with SpaghettiOs? My God, I haven't. Does anybody? I'm not looking at the answer here. What do cowboys, spacemen, and baseball have to do with SpaghettiOs? They're all used in ads. You have any idea? What do spacemen, cowboys, and baseball? Do you have any idea, Alex?
Yeah, they've been in commercials.
Slow-mo seems to have the best possibility. They were trading cards. They were all used in commercials. They're all outdoors. They all have headwear. Toy Store. I'll look at the answer. What do cowboys, spacemen, and baseball have to do with SpaghettiOs? They were all once considered as potential noodle shapes for the pasta. Well, how are we supposed to know that? How are we supposed to know that 4 non-Italian people sat in a room and said, when you think of pasta shape, should it be a football, a cowboy hat? All right, final question, and then it'll be Charlie time. SpaghettiOs were advertised as the neatest invention since the blank.
If you were paying attention to the ads, which everybody should, you would know this.
I do know it. I'm just seeing if other people are paying attention. Anybody pay? Okay. Did you know? Okay, maybe you didn't hear the ad. SpaghettiOs are advertised as the neatest thing since the napkin, since the safety razor, since the Dysomatic. All right, so who knew? You want to just go to my website, Alex, while Dennis gets the gets Charlie. And if you go to my website, GizFiz.biz, and middle column, go to what the heck is it? Okay, and go down a little to the yellow thing. So that was the what the heck is it? 10 people got it right. It's a bulb. It's a broken bulb remover. And about 20 people said it's to change light bulbs. You can't possibly use that to change light bulbs because there's no way to hold the bulb. It's to get the broken part of a bulb out. And we picked 27 winners because we couldn't narrow it down. Some funny answers. The dollar store version of the Star Wars lightsaber, Edward Wonder. Core remover for short pineapples. And the clear disc keeps juice off your hands. Scott Denick. Baby's first lightsaber, Tim. Antique sausage stuffer. Cassio Fontaine, Fonte, Fonte. Peace Corps distributes these. They're for harvesting carrots, Marty. Nose-mounted portable sneeze guard for when the permanent sneeze guard is in the shop. Ice cream holder that prevents drips on your hand, Dave Martell. Barbie hair straightener, Jacob. A light-up screwdriver holder, AR Red. And a bag crimper. And we gave that because it almost looks like it could be a bag crimper. So anyway, the new contest is up there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie the dog. We should have had his costume. Next week, we'll have Charlie. Next week, we'll bring Charlie in his costume. Charlie, oh, Charlie, look at you. Oh, boy, Charlie, he's a kissy dog. Okay, Charlie. Okay. That is one kissy dog, I'll tell you. Charlie had so much fun at Charlie was freaking out. There were so many people he had to jump up on and kiss. All right, so thank you all for being here for GizFiz PM. We have to thank Alex for getting our special guest, Alex. Okay. And remember that GizFiz PM is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dennis Wonderland, Dick DeBartolo, Kara Cole, Alex Gumpel, Myra Joyce, Fire Eatland, Becky, Stooge, Beef Team, Cerebral, Travis MC, User 5395 Production. Remember, news, turtle wax with SpaghettiOs. It's a wax. It's a lunchtime snack. It keeps your stomach sparkling. The next week, Mads Madness Strider and the GizWiz, Dick DeBartolo. If you're a fan of the GizWiz, for the next 3 weeks, we're recording on Wednesday nights, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And tonight, 2 a.m., turn your clock back. Turn your clock back. Till next week. See you. Bye. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Kara.
Thank you. See you next week.
Okay, bye. Bye, chat room.
Thanks, Dick.
Okay, thank you. It was good. It was great. Alex was great. Thank you.
See you next week.
Yeah, bye.
Hey, should get reruns ready.